Right, next up, we've got Florida and Texas in the SEC. Texas, 21.5-point home favorites total. Currently 48 in this game. Big news for the quarterback spot. Obviously, look, we saw I don't know how the hell they stayed in that game, Florida. And if I'm Georgia, I'm wondering how the hell we played so poorly in that game. And that's about as upsetting as I'm sure Kirby Smart feels about a win, considering the circumstances last week, that they didn't rip apart that Florida team that's losing bodies left and right, that saw DJ Lagway get injured. They have to put in, obviously, the next man up at quarterback for the Gators. And, of course, that ended up being Aiden Warner, who had to come into that game after Lagway got hurt. Of course, they're already lost Graham Mertz for the season. Warner really struggled, but, again, he's being thrown into the fire, cold off the bench because of an injury against Georgia. And, of course, he's going to struggle. 7 for 22 in that game, throwing the football against Georgia. Will he play this? Will he have to play this Saturday? Is Billy Napier going to have to get him ready, Aiden Warner, for this game? Well, just earlier today in his press conference, Billy Napier said DJ Lagway's injury not as bad as they thought initially, and that he still could play on Saturday. And he's
when he was on crutches, I thought he was done.
Yeah,
I know. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
And now all of a sudden he still hasn't been ruled out yet for this game against Texas. So we'll see. He's an upgrade from Warner. Warner just looked like deer in the headlights against Georgia. And even if he does get the start, and even with a week of practice to get ready, which should help him, I mean, Texas's defense is pretty damn good too. So it's not going to be any easier for Warner if he has to play again. So I'd certainly, if Florida's going to have any chance to compete in this game, they'll certainly have a better chance, in my opinion, with DJ Lagway, who's also got some mobility, which should help against a defense like this. But again, we'll have to wait and see his status. And that's where I'm at with this game. We'll wait and see if Lagway's in to determine what we do. But I'll say this. I am kind of interested in the Florida side. They have shown some incredible fight, some incredible character, some incredible resilience, and they have fought their butts off against some really good teams. Like Georgia, like they were just, losing bodies and down to their third string quarterback. And yet there they were right in that game, start to finish against Georgia. They've covered 5 in a row, including a near win at Tennessee, blowing out Kentucky. They've been really rallying the troops and trying to, I think, save their coach's job and doing everything they can. And look, don't look now. Texas, all of a sudden, they've failed to cover 3 of their last 4. They lose outright to Georgia, didn't sniff a cover, escape with a 3-point win at Vandy in their last game. They are off a bye, so Sarkisian and the Longhorns are off a bye going into this game. So that's good news for them, and that's an advantage for them here in this game. But 21.5 with this scrappy, will not say die attitude of this Gators team right now. I'm tempted to take the points, but again, I want some more clarity when it comes to the quarterback situation for Florida before I make my move. What do you think here, Connor? Florida, Texas.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be quick. If Warner is playing, I'm going to take the Florida team total under.
And the full game under, probably worth a look too if he doesn't play.
Maybe, but I'll definitely take their team total over. We'll see.
I mean, Florida's defense sucked at the beginning of the year. Let's give them some credit. They made Carson Beck look like a bag of shit for half that.
Well, we're going to get to him. There's problems with him. There's throws that he made, but there's so many he can't make and the mistakes. And another game with 3 picks. Yep. So and that kept Florida in the game, especially especially in the first half. So, but Texas off the bye, I think they play well here. Maybe look at their team total. Could get there. I think they play a better game. And yeah, how much they've gotten better. I don't know how great still the Florida defense is, but they've definitely taken some steps, from early on where I saw them. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like I said, we'll wait and see if Lagway plays. If he doesn't, I think it's an under. If Lagway does play, it might still be an under, but I would certainly lean a little more to Florida if he's in there. I mean, that's a lot of points. And all of a sudden, Texas,
Hey, they covered. Yep. They still covered Florida. It was by,
One concern, too, for Florida is, that was a pretty exhausting game with Georgia. They have another one in the tank. or are they going to run out of gas here? There is some fear for me with that. Maybe running out of gas here a little bit, but I still lean Florida with all these points.